Most business owners believe a dangerous lie. They think that if they just build something great, customers will eventually find them. That if the work is good enough, the phone will ring. This idea sounds noble. It sounds like hard work eventually wins. But in 2026, it's quietly one of the most expensive beliefs you can have in business. Because the truth is brutal. If you build it and sit back and wait, nobody's coming. Not anymore. Here's the thing. That belief didn't come from nowhere. For a long time, it was basically true. Picture this. Word traveled mouth to mouth, town to town. There was almost no competition, no noise, and only a handful of choices. A great product could win almost on its own because it was one of the few and only products. Take Coca-Cola. In the 1890s, it was a syrup sold at a few soda fountains in Atlanta. A man named Asa Candler bought the company for around $2,300,000. By 1900, it was selling in almost every state across the country. Now, was Coca-Cola the single greatest beverage ever invented? No. What it had was a near empty field and the willingness to show up early and advertise when almost nobody else was. That was the luck of that era. Being early in an empty room was enough. And this is the part people miss. Build it and they will come wasn't wisdom. It was a description of a world that doesn't exist anymore. So let's be fair, your product does matter. It matters a lot. Think of your business as a pyramid. The base, the wide foundation, everything else sits on. That's your product. If the base is weak, everything you build on top of it eventually collapses. Bad product, and your marketing just helps people discover that you're bad faster. So yes, the product has to be great, but here is where almost everyone gets it wrong. A great product is the base of the pyramid. It is not the whole pyramid. Owners pour everything into perfecting that base. Then they stand there confused, wondering why nothing got built on top of it. Great product isn't the thing that wins. It's the price of entry. It's what qualifies you to even be in the competition. It's the starting line. And most people think it's the finish line. Here's what changed between Coca-Cola's empty room and today. Everyone, and I mean everyone, now thinks they can start a business. The tools are free. Anyone can build a product, brand it, ship it, and be online by the weekend. The barrier to entry didn't just lower, it basically disappeared, which means good isn't differentiator anymore. Good is the baseline. Good is the minimum just to exist. You're not competing against 3 shops in a town anymore. You're competing against the entire internet for the same silver of attention. And in that world, the old promise, make something great and they'll find you, quietly became a lie. It's not because great stopped mattering, but because great stopped being rare. Let me give you the example I see up close, because it's one of the clearest ones I know. It's a classic referral-led business, and the studios I've worked with almost all personally believe the exact same thing. If I just do beautiful work, the referrals will come. Do enough great projects and the clients will take care of themselves. So they stayed passive. They poured everything into their craft and just waited for the phone to ring. And for a while it worked, just enough to keep believing it, until it didn't. Until they looked up and realized the referrals had slowed down. A competitor with worse work was consistently booking out, and they had no idea how to compete because they've only ever competed on one thing, being good. They were competing on the product. Their competitor was competing on everything: visibility, marketing, follow-up, brand, the whole pyramid. And being good was no longer enough to win. And here's the part that's hard to hear. You can be excellent at what you do. You can have the best product in your market. You can pour everything into your craft and still lose, because being the best is no longer enough. The market doesn't reward the best product. It rewards the product that people actually see, understand, and trust. A great business that nobody sees loses to a business that everybody can see every single time. Now, let me flip this around on you, because you already know this is true. You just don't apply it to yourself. Think about how you buy things. When's the last time you actually found the best product in a category? The best one. You didn't. You found the one that showed up, that was convenient. The one with the great reviews. The one a friend mentioned. The one whose ad caught you at the right moment. You picked the visible one, not best one. You do this every single day with almost everything you buy. The best restaurant in town might be half empty, while a louder, average town, average one down the street has a line out the door. The best contractor might be invisible, while a worse one with a real marketing engine is booked out for months. So if that's how you behave as a buyer every day, why on earth would you assume your customers do the opposite? Here's the part nobody tells you. Every build it and they will come success story that you've ever heard, the company that made it on product alone No marketing, pure word of mouth. You only know about them because they survived. For every one of those, there were 1,000 products that were just as good, if not better, that died in complete silence. You've never heard of them, not because they were worse, but because they believed the exact lie that we're talking about and waited to be found. So let me say the quiet part out loud. If you build something great and sit back and wait, nobody's coming. Not anymore. The room wasn't empty like it was 100 years ago. It's the most crowded it has ever been. The market doesn't reward the best product. It rewards the one people actually understand, find, and trust. Great product nobody can see loses every single time. To a good product, everybody already knows. Your job was never to be the best. It's to be the most obvious choice. That's the game. Always was. Most people just never realized they were playing it. If you've been building something great and quietly been hoping it will take off on its own, this is your sign to stop waiting. The businesses winning right now aren't necessarily better than you. They're just more visible. They're much more intentional about how people can find them. And that's kind of the entire thing I personally help service businesses do. If you want to see exactly how the machine decides who gets seen and who gets ignored, then apply for a call down below with somebody from our team.